Engines roaring, feel the beat, Ryan and John can't be beat, on the fast lane, so sleek, gotta rev up, hit the street, ooh yeah, fast lane, all night, feel the speed, feel the light, join the ride, hold on tight.
Right, everybody, hello and welcome back to the Fast Lane, proudly brought to you by eBet, as well as OneBet and Sunland Private Wealth and Breitling. Here we are, and the other side of a quite a controversial Formula One weekend, John.
Yeah, some chili salsa sauce been thrown into that Mexican Grand Prix.
Chakalaka.
Sheesh, ay caramba.
Tequila and some
Snake bites.
some snake bites. Vinny joins us as well this morning to chat all things Formula One as the three of us gear up to embark on a trip to Abu Dhabi.
It's like a fitness for,
fitness
getting into it.
Next 3-4 weeks before we head off to Abu Dhabi. Vili, let's first take your opinions first of all, Vili. Let's talk about the Mexican Grand Prix. What are your thoughts on the Grand Prix?
How's it, guys? Good to chat to you again. Look, I think, first of all, we got to say well done to Ferrari. I mean, they've brought a package that's quite impressive.
Absolutely.
And then obviously the big talking point is the controversy between Max and Norris. I'm thinking the stewards are going to have to come in here and say, guys, listen, there's got to be some rules, right? We got to lay down some rules. When this situation happens, because nobody wants to see one of these guys get hurt or one of them get into a serious crash.
Sure.
We want to see these guys race each other hard, and do it on the track. So I think the second penalty was very harsh on Max. The second 10-second penalty.
Sure. Yeah.
But I do think that the stewards are going to have to come in, and the FI is going to have to say, listen, guys, when we get to racing, these are the rules. And these are the consequences if you don't abide by them. Simple as that.
Yeah, look, I agree, but I mean, I'm a bit old school on this call. I think the guys must race and race hard. Yes, no one must get hurt.
Sure.
But I mean, don't you love it? Max is like, if I can't win, Lando's definitely not winning. I think that's just like that. Look at Schumacher, look at Senna, look at Mansell, look at all of those guys.
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure there was a race where Schumacher just went straight and took out Damon Hill or one of them.
Yeah,
remember?
Because Germany.
He just took him straight out. He didn't even turn. Now, nowadays, they've got telemetry that shows is they don't turn. I mean, in the old days, they used to actually look and turn directly into the drivers.
Sure.
So, I mean, nowadays, you can't hide. Rightly so, you don't want the guys to get hurt. But that second dive bomb, as I call it, the good old-fashioned dive down the inside. I mean, that's racing. That's hardcore racing.
Yeah.
The fact that the car didn't turn, because you can see he had full lock, and the car just understeered straight, which then pushed him wide. Because I actually initially thought he just ran him wide. Because Max, he just doesn't care.
Sure.
He's like, everybody come through except you, Lando. You stay behind. All the Ferraris, everyone come past. So I think it's great that, and it makes it exciting. I'm not about this happy club thing.
Well, I want to ask both your opinions on the end of the Formula One with Lando Norris going along and saying, "Hey, Carlos Sainz, let's have a selfie. You're such a champion." What's your call on that?
Did you also see the ball tapping episode on the grid? Which also, I'm like, what's going on here? Carlos Sainz walked past Lando and he did the little bong
on the nuts.
And then he had to do the interview. And then at the end of the race, they're like having selfies and going, I couldn't have thought of a better winner. Sainz is a true winner. And then afterwards, they're photobombing each other. Sainz is in Lando's McLaren team doing and then Zach Brown's in the Ferrari picture. I mean, are they trying to form like a boy band there in Formula One to go against Red Bull?
That's much too work for me too. I can't say that that's something I like. I think maybe it'd be good to I mean, especially John, with your experience. I don't think everybody understands what physically goes on in a driver's body. I mean, it's like a boxing match in that car. You don't get in it and it's a smooth ride like driving in a Rolls Royce or something. I mean, you're fighting that car with every ounce of energy that you have. It's a fight. It's not people think driving is like just fun and it's smooth, and it's not. Am I right?
No, definitely. I mean, it's like a fighter jet. You see the guys when they actually get to go in those celebrity spins. I don't know if you saw how Leclerc went in. I mean, he's physically fit enough to go in that fighter jet. If any of us went in, our necks wouldn't withhold that G-force. You know, they're experiencing anything from like, I think 4 to 5 Gs on impact when they have those crashes into the tires. You see them jump up, but I mean, they register massive G-forces. So, and again, we sit on our couch, these things happen so fast, it's the heat of the moment, and then we rewind it 1,000 times and we scrutinize and go, how did he do that? How could he have like made that reaction? But it's a hundredth of a second reaction when they're doing these things. So the guys are extremely fit.
Yeah. Let's talk quickly now, because the points situation, we're narrowing in here. This is turning out to be quite a hell of a season. Is it too? It's obviously too soon to say anything. There's still a good couple of races left.
Yeah, look, I think Red Bull, as you know, they're not going to sit back and take this lightly. I could see Christian Horner's face there when they interviewed him. He's like, he had to swallow it, but they like real racers. All of them, you know, Adrian Newey, Christian Horner, Max, they race to win, you know, and I love that. You could just see that sparkle in his eyes, like, okay, we'll take this on the chin, but trust me, watch out, we're coming now. The only problem is, what are they going to do different? You got no time. Brazil's now this weekend, so you have absolutely no time to bring upgrades. But look, we know. I think generally the Red Bull doesn't run runs relatively well in Brazil. I can't remember the last couple of races, but there's not a lot of time to turn around things.
Brazil, Vegas, Qatar, and then Abu Dhabi. The season's final roll of the dice as we approach for Vegas as well.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But look, the McLaren and the Ferrari are definitely the stronger cars. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Because look at Perez. Perez is absolutely nowhere compared to his teammate. But did you see the amount of fans? He had security everywhere around him.
Yeah.
I now understand why he has that seat. As cuck as he is, he's got that seat because imagine how many people are drinking Red Bulls.
Yeah,
in
he
Mexico.
should change his name. His Twitter handle should be Kakmaker. 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 Listen,
do you guys think we'd be able to see maybe a world champion race in Abu Dhabi?
I think so.
We'll decider.
I think we'll have a decider in Abu Dhabi, and I think we'll be there to cover that all. I think it's going to be like a cracker of an end to the F1 season, and one that'll go down into, as we embark on our festive season, one that's reminiscent of so many ups and downs, highs and lows, movements within Formula One, a season like no other, and it would be great to watch that unfold live in Abu Dhabi. Willie, we'll chat again next week, my friend. Thanks for your input. Thanks, Willie Delport, with us on the line this morning. Talking all things F1 as we move away from Formula One just briefly and talk a little bit about what's in the Fast Lane garage this week. It is from Roller Luxury Collection. It is a white Audi A6 40. It used to be a 4.0. It's a 40. TDI. It's valued at 1 point. They start at about 1.1 and about 1.1 and a half, 50. All the way to 1.3, depending on the kind of model variation you get. If you get all-wheel drive or if you get the two-wheel S-Line version. Let's have a look at the car. What a good-looking car.
It is stunning.
This week on the Fast Lane, John and I in a Roller Luxury Collection, an Audi, the A6 40 TDI. Very busy public. This is supposed to be a retirement center behind us. We've come here for a change of scenery, a change of view, and it seems to be that it's very busy, this place here behind us. But this is what we're reviewing today. It is the all-new Audi A6. This is a 2024 model, and this one with only 3,000 kilometers on the clock. I love the white
very classy here, Ron. You know, the chrome, very different to what we've seen in some of the latest cars where they're murdering out everything, where everything's black.
Love the wheels.
Very classy. Very elegant, as we should say.
Absolutely. A massive boot. And I love that about the A6 that I used to own, was they weren't shy when it came to boot space. I mean, you really, you can, I reckon 3 bodies?
Yeah, easily.
Easily 3 bodies.
Interesting, the exhaust pipes at the back.
Love it. What a great looking vehicle. Let's hop inside and see how it goes. Okay, so I've got a confession to make. I used to own an Audi A6 before I owned an Audi RS6.
Really?
I bought, when the shape had just changed, about 13 years ago, the A6 3-litre TDI.
Nice.
And I loved every single bell and whistle. It had this feature where the screen came out of the display and turned. In actual fact, they rolled it over, and in the RS6 that I bought, eventually had the same screen system.
But let's just take a moment. Why did you sell the RS6?
Biggest mistake I make. I wanted to buy a Porsche Cayenne Turbo, and I thought that by doing that would be the answer to life's mysteries, and it wasn't. It was the best car I've owned by a long shot.
Colour?
Audi
Black,
RS6
eh?
white.
White was white.
White
White.
RS6
Oh.
Avant.
Don't you?
What
I mean,
a
when you see it
vehicle.
on the road, don't you have a little bit of like small little bit of heartache?
I do, but we get to again
Yeah.
drive such lekker cars that I do.
Yeah, for sure.
I do miss it. That's the one that I should never have let go, and it was low mileage. It was just beautiful. I think when I bought it, it had like 3,000 Ks on the clock, and then it only had like 8 or 9 when I sold it after a year, which was crazy.
A lot of people don't know about the station wagon. Obviously, that Audi had a lot of power, so it actually caught out a lot of people because they were like, "Oh, look at this family wagon."
Sleeper.
So
Now,
I had the S.
Strange you say that though, and I'll tell you why. Because this is pretty much the TDIs are so powerful. These engines are so incredible, John.
Yeah.
So much torque.
Award-winning engines, these diesel engines, Audi. I mean, you can feel how smooth it puts the power down. And like you say, it's instant. There's just no lag. It's just responsive. But the ride is very smooth too.
Sure. There's something special about an A6. You can definitely feel it's obviously not an A4 or an A8, but there's something closer towards being an A8. And obviously you're going to go, well, maths would say that 6 is closer to 8 than 4. But there's something in the drive that just feels a little bit more refined, a little bit more comfortable. It's the sweet spot, and that's exactly what Audi are hoping with the A6 and this generation of A6s. It is due for a little bit of a change. This is a 2024 model coming in at under R1 million from Roller Luxury Collection, and it's got this is the great thing about a TDI or a 40 TDI is that it's fully spec. There's nothing else that you possibly could need on the vehicle. It's got literally absolutely every bell and whistle, from the infotainment system to the air conditioning system to the Bang & Olufsen sound system. Everything about the vehicle is comprehensively spec'd. And new, they're around 1.2, so you're saving 200,000 rand. This car's only got 3,000 kilometers on the clock, so it's virtually a brand new car in a great color, I think, for an S-Line, white. What's not to love about this vehicle? I think it ticks all the boxes. I love the finishing on the dashboard. I love the steering wheel. It's nice and chunky. I'm not an Alcantara guy, so I love this leather steering wheel.
But it's subtly sporty too. It's not like way out there, but when you look closely, it's very like edgy, and I love like the carbon.
This guy was going to challenge us in the bucky. You could probably see him behind. He was going to come in the courier bucky and come past me, and I just touched on the throttle, and it just edged past.
But it's interesting, the new cars on the infotainment side. Some have them built into the dash.
Yes.
Some have that full wraparound. But Audi do it well as well. I don't like where they went to at a stage where they had it outside on the dash. I love this, that it's all integrated into the dash.
Love the feel of the buttons as well. You get a proper vibration, a proper haptic feedback when you touch the buttons.
Doc.
Great car to buy. Doc Celliers, we've just gone past Doc Celliers' place. Great car to own, great car to buy, super economical. Of course, I don't understand the 30 and the 40 in Audi's badging system, because this is a 2-liter, right?
Yeah.
A turbocharged 2-liter engine, and it's got the 40 tag. It's got nothing to do with 40 really on it.
Maybe we can ask the car gurus there. They always know
tell
their
us
cars.
what the 40 means.
What does the 40 mean?
Yeah, I can tell you what it means to us. It means economical cruising from a car that just is so cool.
Or maybe it's for over 40s.
I love it. I'll take it.
So would I.
Love it. Thank you very much to Brandon and the Roller Luxury Collection for this vehicle. It's available to purchase on their website. Go and check them out. So there we go, available for under R1 million with 3,000 Ks on the clock. Jeez. What a great vehicle.
A lot of car for what you're paying. Hey?
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, also the fast lane happened to go at Franch this past weekend. I was at Franch, the GM Murray Null. What a great guy. What a fantastic group, the Dream Hotel and Resort Group. It's a part of their property group, and Franch, so much there on offer. Have a look at this. Hey John, the fast lane this week out at my home away from home. I mean, this establishment out in Franschhoek, it's just a slice of heaven. Of course, I'm talking about Le Franschhoek Hotel and Spa. And this next to me, well, this is the man that heads up operations. Murray Null is GM of this beautiful place. And I've got to pester him so many times throughout summer and winter to come and spend some time here. But Murray, beautiful place. And you've really done an amazing job in just keeping this place that's a tranquil slice of heaven. So to you and your amazing staff that are here, you've done extensive work since the floods have come as well that you had in those terrible rains we had in winter. The place is looking incredible.
We've invested into the gardens, growing rose gardens, all different types of gardens. So the idea is that you can come to the property and walk around, sit in all the different areas and appreciate it. And obviously this hotel is nestled between the mountains as you go through Franch, and you cannot find a better location, and it's spread out over a great area. So it's a wonderful property to come and visit and stay.
You absolutely don't need to leave the property, and this is the beauty about where you are. You're nestled in a place that's pretty exclusive in terms of the real estate here. No one has property like this. Nobody has the expanse that Le Franchuk has. To be able to walk through some of these newly curated and manicured gardens, to just be here, you really can be anywhere in the world. This is like you're in France, or maybe in Italy, or maybe it's a proper breakaway. Murray, you've done also some recent work in the restaurants internally. Another reason why you don't have to leave the hotel or the premises at all is not only the wonderful gardens and the beautiful rooms and accommodation that you have here, but it's also the fact that there's a fine dining restaurant experience that you offer inside as well.
We have. So we're fortunate to have a magnificent chef. He's known in the industry as the Crayola chef. His name is Carl Norris, and he heads up Sauvage restaurant here, which is an outstanding experience.
Yes.
And the food is absolutely incredible. And true to his name, very, very colourful as well. So yeah, it's a must-do if you're in Franch.
I tell you what, never mind if you're in Franchuk, get to Franchuk. The question is, why aren't you in Franchuk? And if you come, well, there's only one place to stay, and that's my favorite place, Le Franchuk. Murray, to you and your amazing staff, from the second that you arrive at reception to the sad reality that you have to leave here at the end of a weekend or a weekday for a conference, we haven't even begun to discuss the various conferencing opportunities that are being offered by Le Franchuk, and we look forward to investigating some of those throughout the course of the next few weeks and months. But certainly the experience from start to finish is one that really makes you yearn for it again and again and again. So Murray, thank you to you and your amazing
Thank you,
staff.
Ron. Appreciate it.
Stunning. Like I said, we're at Le Franchuk. We'll put all the details online. Make your bookings early. You do not want to miss an opportunity to come and eat at Sauvage, and importantly to come stay at the true gem of Franchuk. Of course, a stay at Le Franchuk would not be complete without visiting the incredible restaurant called Sauvage. The executive chef, Chef Carl Norris, is with me. Chef, what an experience to eat in your restaurant. It is everything and more. Just talk us through a little bit about the style and flair that you bring in terms of creativity to your dishes.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming last night. It was really awesome having you. It's just back to, we're just cooks.
Yeah.
We believe in Mother Nature. Mother Nature produces these wonderful things, and we're here to express our point of view, but also just give her the what you call it, that she deserves.
Sure.
The
Appreciation
recognition
and
and appreciation
yeah.
that she deserves. And then we just put it on a plate and make it look good and taste great. And
she makes it sound so easy. It is spectacular.
Yeah.
The way in which you've infused Mother Nature to your dishes and bring it to life with color, with vibrance, and importantly, it's not just aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Once it hits your mouth, it explodes with flavors, and it really is. I mean, it's rare that you find a combination of having an establishment like this out in Franchuk, but then having an institution of a restaurant within the premises that has a chef like yourself. So you don't have to leave the premises. You come for a weekend. You stay here.
Just have an absolutely, it's just, that's what it's about, and that's what we try to get across. That you'll be able to come here and just relax.
Yes.
Put your feet up, let us take care of you.
Yeah.
Let the food talk for itself.
Yeah.
And then you get to, you want to come back, and you want to come and taste the food, so you'll go out into Franchuk and you'll have a great day on the wine trains or do whatever you want to do. And then when you come back here, you're going to have a great meal, whether it be in the main restaurant or whether it be in on our terrace or in the pavilion. And then, it's a way, it's a home away from home.
That's exactly how I feel. I just don't want to leave.
I
don't want to
That's
leave.
what we want.
I want to stay here. I've asked Carl if he's got another room in his place there in the cottage here. If I can come stay here for a while, Carl will kick me out within a day, I promise you. But folks, come on, make a booking to Sauvage. It's an experience worth just coming out alone for. The good news is you don't have to go home. You can stay at one of the amazing suites, venues, or whatever the accommodation offering to your choice that's available at Le Franchuk. So make that call. Come out and see Carl and his amazing team. Holly, that'll greet you at reception, all the way through to everybody in the restaurant that makes it a exciting journey of note. So there we go. Both
Beautiful side of the country. Eh?
Murray and, of course, Chef Kyle Norris, who's the executive chef at Sauvage, the restaurant at Le Franchuk. From that then to, by the way, to some mountain biking we'll feature next week in the Fast Lane. And that is it. Like, subscribe, be a part of the growing community that loves the Fast Lane, baby. Brought to you by eBet, Wombat, Breitling, and Sunlum Private Wealth. We'll catch you again next week.
Engines roaring, feel the beat, feel the beat. Ryan and John can't be beat, on the fast lane. So sleek, gotta rev up, hit the street. Ooh,